Hi everyone, I got first place at the OCS Championship. I was second in Swiss. I lost to Centurion. Then we had a rematch in the finals and I beat him. I played at the Collector's Cut KUT in Downey. Shout out to them. They're very nice to me. Of course, when I walked in, everyone stared at me. But after that, people were really nice to me. So, had a really nice time. I'm going to go over the Purrely deck profile. The main deck is the same as Chris LeBlanc's from his last YCS. The side deck is a little bit different, and the extra deck is exactly the same, but I'm going to take credit for this anyway. So, let's get into it. Okay, so 3 Purrely, 3 Purrely, 3 My Friend, 1 Delicious, and then all 9 other Quick Play Skulls. Then we have 3 Field Spell and 1 Trap. You only need 1 trap, because if you're going second, you're able to make a fat Nor just through happiness. And if you get drolled, your first ad was not going to be trap anyway. So I really don't think it's necessary to play 2 traps. So 3 field spells is really important because Imperm and Veiler are everywhere. So you kind of want to figure out, how to, play around that. Because the field spell protects from targeting special summon Purrelys for that turn. By the way, at the end, I'm going to give you some tips on Purrely. 3 pros, look at my ulti pros. Shout out to Core TCG. 3 Nib, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Droll Lockenberg, 3 Dark Ruler Nomar. I know one of them isn't ulti, I'm working on getting that. So really, the thing is that there's so many there's so many combo decks in the format, and we have to, I was really into Fenrir. I wanted to play Fenrir, but Fenrir doesn't really do anything going second. Because if you're facing, a 5 negate board, it very feels bad, man. So, I thought that it was most important to play as many hand traps as possible, and, Dark Ruler is also very good because there's going to be times where you don't draw any hand traps and you're going to be facing a really annoying board. So basically that's kind of what this is. My hand traps saved my life. Having so many hand traps really helped me win the game. So I would not change this under any circumstances. I know there's talk about changing the type of hand traps, but I think for what we have now, it's pretty good. So that is 41 in the main deck. Then we're going to go ahead. We have 2 Beauty, 2 Happy, 1 Nor, 1 Plump, 2 Big Nor. That's pretty standard. The next one is I have a Lyrilisk. So, the Lyrilisk, this has a couple of applications. If you're going versus Mikanko, it's kind of a way for you to not get killed. Not that Mikanko is a particularly popular deck. If someone's slow playing you, you pay life, but if you go second, you can attack directly for 800. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects by detaching 1. And it's just kind of a last resort. If they negate your Lily and, you don't hit off your Purrely or something like that, you can always make a Lyrilisk. So, I just think it's, very powerful. Then we have Downerd, Zeus, and we have Typhon. So, I think Typhon's a really strong card. I did not use it today. It does have applications versus Centurion. Kind of worst case scenario, you summon a monster in the draw phase, and the main one, slap on the Sky Slices, so that way they can't calamities you. Is an application that I can think of. But other than that, I don't know. I wouldn't cut that card because it does come up, but I usually forget to summon it. Also keep in mind it has 2900 attack, and so, it does have, applications to just be a bigger monster to attack over. And then we have Anima, SP Knight, and Dark. So Anima feels good because people always play into it. I never wanted to play Anima because I'm oh, no one's dumb enough to play into Anima. But the truth is, no one is dumb enough to play into Anima, but people mistakenly play into Anima all the time. SP Little Knight is kind of a staple. I didn't really use it that much today. It was kind of like a way to kind of like banish, like people are just gonna attack over it. So like as GGYGO, shout out to him. He kind of thinks of it as more like a threatening war. And then Dark, it came up once. I'm not sure if Dark's really the best card. I kind of wonder if like something else is. I don't believe putting in Robin is like a good substitute for Dark because you already have your rank 1 and you would probably want to go into SP Lil Knight instead of like a Robin, in my opinion. Plus, like, Robin, like, never freaking does anything. They just attack over it, and then it's like, okay, whatever. Now I don't have anything. So Dark, I'm not really sure what else I would put in here. I don't have any time cards at all. You just have to play fast, and you just have to, like, tell your opponent. Because I feel like the times I go to time are not my fault. It's really my opponent's. So you just have to be, like, you know, formal with them and let them know, like, I have 2 mores that have over 7 materials and you have 0 cards in hand. Do you have a way to win? And no one really likes hearing that sort of thing, but it does speed things along. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of time cards anyway. So 2 Lightning Storms Duster. Rip, that Lightning Storm is not at 3, but whatever. 3 Summon Limit, 3 Judgment, 1 Pranker Tops, 3 Shifter, and 2 XYZ Encore. So, the reason I'm playing 2 XYZ Encore is because I lost my 3rd one, and I don't want to buy another one. I don't really play Purrely. Like, not that many people play Purrely. So, I kind of don't really know why I play it. But, like, you know, I think it could be other cards, too. I know this is a lot going first cards, but it's like, it's very nice when you draw this in tandem with this, because you have like a way to like, kind of protect your summon limit type of thing. I think Shifter is really good, but remember if you put in Shifter, I would set out 1 Black Cat, just to like, you know, minimize the chance of you drawing it, because this kind of feels bad, man, whenever, you're under Shifter and you have Black Cat. Pankratops is very strong. I like it quite a bit. Someone was explaining to me about how, like, it's that 1 because it basically trades 2 cards for 1, because the Pank can go ahead and attack over something, and then if you activate a card, the Pank can chain to get rid of another card. So, in that sense, like, you can get rid of, like, 2 to 3 cards with 1 Pank. But I think, like, that it just puts a lot of pressure type of a thing, because there's not much someone can do about Pank. And we all know that anti-spell is, like, a really big deal. There are a lot of cards that are, like, a really big deal. And so I definitely think that Pank is very strong. Okay, so there's some really important things I want to, like, tell you about. So basically, Imperm and Valor are freaking everywhere. Like, Imperm and Valor are freaking everywhere. So what you want to do is you want to get to the field spell as much as possible. So, you know, there's a few ways to do that. In the draw phase, if you have a quick play spell, you want to summon White Cat, because no one's going to Imperm White Cat, and you don't have a bad chance of hitting field spell off of it. So in the draw phase, you do that, you add the field spell, and then in the main phase, you go ahead, activate the field spell, and then special your Black Cat, and you can have all that stuff resolve. You can also search the field spell off of the My Friend. So, you know, that's your first action. If you draw it, main phase activate, search the field spell, go ahead and do that. You have Prosperity. So, you know, Prosperity can get you to the field spell. And obviously it, like, depends on, like, your hand. You know, do you have access to Sleepy? Like, do you have access to another quick play type of a thing? But there are many, many ways to get to the field spell. And I think it's very important. I think it's more important to play around Imperm and Valor than Droll, because you're likely going to get hit by an effect negation. And the thing is, like, you don't really care that much about getting trolled, especially if you're going first, because you can probably figure out a way to get to Sleepy. And like, you know, if you play in the draw phase, summon the white cat, you know, get the field spell, summon black cat, activate my friend, get Sleepy, and then summon off another white Purrely and hit off that, and then make SP and Baby Nor or whatever. Like, there's plenty of ways to kind of make that board, but I really want to emphasize how important the field spell is. Another type of thing I try to like keep in mind is that like it's kind of hard to OTK, so it doesn't really matter if you like Dark Ruler or use Prosperity, unless like you have the OTK with Happy and Delicious. Do you guys want me to show you how to do that, or are you already like aware of how to do that? I'm happy to show you, just let me know. Other things, type of a thing, I think one trap is enough. So how people are going to interrupt you if they know how to play against the deck. Like, say you have a Baby Nor. You have like a Baby Nor with a Sleepy under it. Type of a thing. And then you go ahead and have like another quick play like Sleepy. So if someone knows how to interrupt the deck, you're gonna activate Sleepy, and then they're gonna chain, and then they're gonna chain to it. They're gonna do like Ash, or like, you know, a freaking Druid Swarm, or like if you don't have Field Spell, they'll do like Imperm or Valor, and they're gonna stop you from attaching this. So you want to play around that. Like, if you have a way where maybe you already have Field Spell and My Friend, off black you can search Trap, like just in case they have a way to interrupt you. And so that's kind of a really important thing, because if they know how to play against Purrely, they want to stop you from getting to Trap. So you want to play around that type of a thing. I find myself summoning White Cat a lot, going like first, like as my first action. Like if I have a regular Purrely, I will normal Purrely and start my turn off with that, and then see whatever I hit, because like that's the most likely time you're able to hit something. Is it has the maximum amount of cards that you can hit, so you have a good chance. And then off your Purrely, you can see whatever you get, type of thing. Like, obviously, like, if you have My Friend and you don't have any quick plays, it's probably better to activate My Friend to at least guarantee that you have a quick play, and then do Purrely, in case you get drolled. But regardless, like, starting out with White Cat is not bad. And starting out with White Cat in the draw phase to try to get to the field spell, try to get some advantage, is not bad. Because people will not hit White Cat. Because it's just so feels bad, man, to hit White Cat. Because you have so many cards in hand, and you could just summon another White Cat, or summon another Black Cat. And that kind of, like, messes them up, type of a thing. Let me think, what else? Yeah, like, since you can't really, like, OTK, unless you have the Delicious Happy combo, you can just make your efforts to just make a double Zeus. Nesh has it in his video. But basically off of Happy you add Delicious. And then you'll have an extra card in hand after all the Happy attacks. I'm sorry, 2 extra cards after the Happy attacks. And then you activate the quick play, summon a White Cat, and then summon use Delicious, and that's how you make 2 Nors. So that's like a pretty common thing that you should be aware of. Let's see. So I don't know what I would put in other than XYZ Encore. The Purrely matchup scares me. I do want to stop them as much as possible from drawing in the standby phase. And yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions specifically on Purrely, or you want me to make a video on like how do you do this or how do you do that, go ahead and leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you very much. Shout out to Pyramid, Gem Accessories, and Monomoon, my sponsors, and shout out to the person who I stole this deck list from. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.